guys the new A.I.M skin. It's another robot, like I think the last 2 weekly skins have been, because you had the Visitor, he was the robot, and the Enforcer, he was also a robot, and now you have A.I.M, he's a robot. But this has something to do with A.I.M. And A.I.M, if you look like around his skin, like if you try, like if you look on his shoulder, it has the same symbol as this. So why is this here? It looks like a parachute, which means that A.I.M has come down from the parachute. And I want to know where he came from, because he didn't come from the battle pass. I mean battle bus, because everyone else would have been there and everyone would have seen him. So to make sense of the storyline, Epic basically, I don't think he came out of the battle bus. But there have also been leaks about an aerial vehicle coming out. And when do you use a parachute? When you're falling from a high place. If he's not coming out of the battle bus, then it must have been another aerial vehicle. Aeroplane. But this is what my friends have told me. So I'm not completely sure. I've also seen YouTube videos about this. There's just a ton of things that are basically just saying that a plane is coming to Fortnite. And plane is coming to Fortnite. A.I.M must have been its pilot when it came, but he jumped out. So, but we also don't know why A.I.M is here. Because normally in our week 7 loading screens, we have something that gives away the skin. Now last season, I didn't actually see the loading screen, but I saw a video which had the loading screen. And it was the Enforcers coming out of a rift at Motel. But something else, okay? The Visitor also had his own loading screen. These were all week 7 loading screens. The week that you could unlock those skins. But for this skin, we just have a bunch of people that are trying to just attack the cube, take away the zombies. So why was A part of it? So I'm thinking, I'm not 100% sure what that could mean. Also, if you look close enough, you will be able to see that the cube is actually closer to the ground and the hole wasn't there. Why? Why not? I don't think so. But if you like, okay, so the cube is in the loading screen. The cube is surrounded by the zombies. Okay, and just everybody is just going to try and fight the cube, destroy it, and it must have cracked and broken and done well this leaky lake. But maybe this loading screen wasn't meant to actually be telling us about that. Normally, the week 7 loading screen you get along with the skin, but you didn't get it with this one. So the only way we'll be able to actually see if A.I.M has a storyline is next week when the other challenges come out. Once you complete that, if he doesn't have a loading screen, I don't think he will. Because, I mean, it's just kind of very confusing. But at the same time, he is a robot with eyes. Now, if you look at like his hands and his feet, they're a lot more bluish than his actual like body. Look, his legs, almost his whole leg and his hands. They're just like completely covered in blue something, which I think and a lot of other people think is just ants. But where could this person have come from where there's eyes? Now in space, I think it's very, very cold. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's freezing. But at the same time, I've never been in space, I'm not sure. But if we were to look at Save the World, there's a cutscene showing a husk in space. Now, judging what this is going to be, judging by like what's happened this season, I definitely think that Save the World will be coming out. Simply because we've had zombies in Battle Royale, and because there's ice on this skin, he could have come from space. There's actually a cutscene right at the beginning, not like right at the beginning, but like you don't have to play. I don't even think like you only need to play like one mission and you get this cutscene. But so could this have been like a hunter? His name is A.I.M. So could he have been like some sort of husk hunter or something? Like come from space to deal with the husks that are in space? I'm not sure. But he has to have some sort of like reason why there's ice on his feet. And why he doesn't even have a loading screen telling us why he's here. Epic are hiding something from us. And I want to know what it is that they are hiding. And like really, it's strange because Epic always has a loading screen. Well, since season 4 there's been a loading screen anyway. And it's just like pretty confusing why it's changed this season, season 6. I think that's kind of strange. But this may be leading to something else. This aerial vehicle could, I'm not sure, send us into space or something? I don't know. Send us into space for like a limited amount of time to maybe like keep us safe. Could it maybe be something that takes up an inventory space and like you use it kind of like the Rift to go? But then how would it be used? If it was to be a rocket ship, it would take, I think it would just be completely pointless because it should take a long time to actually like let the rocket like get off in space. Like it would go T minus 5 seconds or whatever it is. But yeah, so I think it's a bit strange that Epic are actually hiding this from us. Or there could be something hidden with this, but it has to do with Flush Factory. Or, like in many products that we buy, like Microsoft products and stuff, they all have the same symbol on them. Like, basically it all has Microsoft. If you buy a Samsung phone, it will always have the word Samsung on it. But if this robot was created by something or someone, what would it have been? And that parachute would have been created by the same company. But I'm just wondering what company. Could it be something from long ago, forgotten? Or I think I might have actually just forgotten. It says nothing about this being from the hired gun set, but what if it's part of something else? Something a lot bigger. What if actually the John Wick skin or the Reaper actually created it? Because they had astronauts in the Season 3 Battle Pass. So now we're left with kind of like a mystery. Since in the Season 3 Battle Pass there were astronauts, could that lead to like maybe someone from Season 3 coming back? Maybe one of those astronauts, maybe that will be the loading screen? But honestly, no one I think is sure. And if he was fasting, I would think it would be like the John Wick skin coming back or something crazy. Because Epic has never hidden something like this. Well, they've hidden everything. Like, they didn't just say this is going to be the Season 6 Battle Pass. But there were actually astronauts in that Battle Pass. Like one of the skins you got. And the, what's it called again? The starter pack was actually another astronaut. Hold on one quick second. Okay, so even the starter pack was an astronaut. And if we go here, does this even have the same logo? No. But this is meant to be attached to it. And actually, it kind of looks like there's some sort of like kind of an engine thing with that fire. So that's kind of strange, I think. And if you do look at his shoulders, it does have the same symbol. And here we have, but here we have Season 1. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Normal. Well, we have Season 2. That has nothing to do with Season 1. Maybe it does. Season 3. And not Season. And then this. And there was this. But what does... where's the new section? Oh yes, and then there was this. And then this. But what could that be? I'm going to go into a playground actually and put very low gravity. And let's see if we can figure this out. Because it's almost like there's going to be... It's almost as if there will act... Okay, let's see on this loading screen. There's the battle part. There's the Battlestar one. But no, I don't think there is a robot. There was nothing that could have been... That was strange what I just saw. And I'll explain it to you when I land. Okay. So, oh wow, I forgot what it's like playing in very low gravity. Okay. So, then like, it's kind of like a tilted square, okay? That has a hole in the middle. That square has a hole in the middle. Like on his shoulder, the square has a hole in the middle. And it has like a few cracks coming off. Yeah, like spiraling. Could... See, everything is a storyline from season 4, when the visitor came. And the visitor kind of created the cube, because he made the rocket, powered it with hot rocks, which created the big rift that was in the sky. But out of that rift came the cube. That cube came from the rift that the visitor made. So the cube is the visitor's. The cube is from the visitor. And the cube was full of evil, because it's the cube's fault that there were zombies. But what if there was more to it? What if the visitor is coming back with all of these robots? This robot here with the cube symbol, which could be the visitor's new thing. Then the three, what were they called? Yes, the three enforcers that came out of the Rift in Motel in the week 7 loading screen. Again, robots. But this one just came out of nowhere. We have no idea where this one came from. But I think the reason that the enforcers came here was simply just to try and find a place to construct this robot and turn it into something to finish off the visitor's job. It has ice on it, which I guess would be from space. But it definitely has something to do with Flush Factory. Something is going to happen to Flush Factory. And I'm just not sure what. I'm trying to think. Rifts just send you high up into the sky. They teleport you. When the rocket made that big rift, it was a rift. It teleported the visitor and the rockets. Maybe not to his home. Maybe it just teleported them into space because of how big the rift was. So what if this robot was constructed inside of that spaceship, and if this robot was constructed inside of the spaceship and then meant to be a floor or something, maybe, I'm not sure, but something that would be, the visitor would want it out of the ship and down here or somewhere else. Maybe the visitor didn't really like this robot that he had made. Or he wanted to send it back down to the Battle Royale Island to finish what it wanted to do. Because I don't think the visitor wanted this, not for him to go to space. Maybe it was something else that he wanted. Or maybe this robot is just No, I doubt it would be a distraction or something else. Maybe this robot is just... Yeah, I think definitely just here to finish off what the visitor wanted to do. But what did the visitor want to do if he didn't want to go into space or back to his home with the spaceship? That is what confuses me. But at the same time, he could have not been finished with a ton of things. All he did was... how did... oh yes, the hot box became a thing from the meteor that the visitor was, I suppose, living in. And out of the meteor came all of these things called hot rocks. He had people order them to go to the evil base here next to Haunted Hills. Nope, not there. Here. And that was how he powered his rocket. And it like patches across the map in the vans. But so now that there's something else happening with this cube, or maybe it has something to do with the butterfly dimension and the fact with these shadow stones. Maybe the visitor sent A.I.M down to try and destroy everyone. Okay, just to come around with its superior aim and just kill people instantly. But says on its description, it says scanning for like hostiles or something, and it could have picked up this strange thing instead of an actual player. Okay, maybe, but I think the visitors sent this robot down to come and collect all of these. Now then, they turn you into a ghost and like help you defy gravity, but why would the visitor want these? I think the visitor wants these to create his army, to help him build up his army and hide them somewhere. But actually, I'm about to see something. The bunker in Wailing Woods, no one has really been talking about that for a long time. But what if the visitor will be storing down his what if the visitor is sending people like his robot, like the enforcers down, his army of enforcers down, just straight to these spots of just with shadow stones, to take them, okay, to take the shadow stones and bring them over to the bunker. Or it could have something to do with this secret base. See, because we have the superhero base from season 4, the super villain base, but now we have this. Could this actually mean the visitor's return? Since it's a whole lab. And what did the visitor want? He wanted a whole lab. But after the rocket exploded, the whole lab just like collapsed, it broke. So what if the visitor came here and created this bunker for just to like for an extra bunker? an extra base, I mean, to help him with his plans again. But then at the same time, why here? Why Wailing Woods? And then we also have this mystery with all of the things, which is very confusing. But overall, it's just super confusing, I think. So let's go see if anything changed with the bunker, actually. The bunker was over here, I think. Yes, right here. Strange. Still unbreakable. Apparently if you did this... Whoa. You can build under it. That is pretty strange. And at the same time, quite cool that you even, like, can build it. Whoa. Look. I'm not sure if you could do this before. But this definitely has to mean something. And the little signs that were there before are gone. What could this... No, I did not mean to do that. If I box myself in here... It does nothing. There's definitely extra space down there. But nothing. See, now this is just very strange. But then why... What is... Like, why is this A.I.M skin, like the A.I.M skin, just why? Why would they not give it any type of like loading screen or anything? That is what confuses me. The fact that it has no loading screen at all. And why it has ice. And very human-like fingers. Just look at those fingers. They're pretty human-like to me. Nope, I just realised that thing. Okay, but yeah. That is very strange. Wow. Okay then, let's leave and see if I can find anything else. Yes, definitely the cracks of the cube, but I don't see anything else in the sky maybe. I cannot find anything. Okay, let's look at the skin again. So it has kind of like a spine. No insides, as expected. And it looks like it has sort of like a heart. Or is that an apple it looks like? I'm not sure. But whatever that is creating like powering up that eyes. That eyes, eye, or are they eyes? I'm not sure. To glow. It's making the A.I.M robot like actually a robot that can live. And it has like anything writing on it. We have that. Anything else? 30. Is he with these NFL skins that are coming out? I think they already have come out. Maybe he was a big rugby fan, but I'm not sure. What could that be? I'm very, very confused. But I'm going to try and... Okay. I'm going to take a picture of it and see if I can find anything about it. But that is very strange. Oh. No, I don't want that. Okay, I have no idea what this could be. A lot of ice though. Anything like his shoes. He has X's on his shoes. There's pockets. I'm trying to like figure out anything that could lead to why he's here. Or if we delete this, not delete, strike remove. And yeah, whoever just joined, I'm just trying to like find out what is going on with this A.I.M skin. Like, I think he's come from space with all of this ice. And reverse the video and you'll find out, but I'm just trying to see anything that could mean, like that could just lead to his story. But yeah, it's a very strange pack. All we can actually see, well, it's that flammable thing going into... So that flame is going into that backpack. This backpack is connected to the skin. Could that be powering the skin, I guess? His arms. It is very strange. There's even a warning thing on there. With a wire. That means a lot. Okay, but what could any of this mean? If we look at the back... Well, actually, what is that? Is that like an emergency thing on the back of a backpack? What does that look like? Hold on. Okay. I have no idea what that could be. Very, very strange. But yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see here if it's... Nothing can possibly help us with this mystery. I don't think anyway. Let's go into a map and see if anything works really. If we can find anything like on the bottom of his shoes. Okay, hold on just 1 quick second. Yeah, if you heard that, that was my sister. Telling me about some random thing for some reason. Okay, hi. Yeah. Hold on 1 second, I'm just gonna mute you for a bit, because if you go onto YouTube, you'll find out. Yeah, again with this loading screen, let's see. Nothing. Why? I mean, if you can see something, that would help if you put it in the comments, but nothing at all. Or maybe the cube was A.I.M's home? Maybe the A.I.M skin came from that? From the cube? From this guy? But yeah, that's pretty strange. See, now I'm just going to be doing some gameplay to end it off. Okay, yeah, I don't mind. Wait, do you still have the skin, the visitor? Okay. After this match, I want to show you something. Well, no, I want to show you something during this match. And then I want you to answer a question after the match, which will help figure out a mystery. The mystery of this skin. Yeah, because it doesn't have its own loading screen. You know how with yeah, it's just the cube. Why? That's so confusing. I don't think the cube's coming back. Yeah. There's what? There's a what? Oh yeah, I know. I don't think that will make the cube come back though. I'm trying to see something. No, should I tell the cube isn't gonna come back? Should I tell you why? I'll tell you why that's not going to happen. Because the cube came from the rift that the visitor made using the hot brick power. There are no more hot bricks. For another cube to come, we would need another rocket and more hot rocks. Another meteor for more hot rocks. No, it wouldn't be, because the cube exploded in the event. But hold on, because I have a crazy thing, okay? That the A.I.M and everything came from. Wait, do you have week 7 loading screen from last season? Okay, can you send me a picture of it? Or no, send me a screenshot of it. Because I'll have to see something. It has to do with like the visit in this game. Look on my shoulder. Do you see like the symbol? In flush. No, listen. Yeah, that's the symbol that's on the parachute. in Flash. So whoever made this robot made the parachute. So I'm thinking, what if the visitor has this symbol? What if the enforcer skin has this symbol? They were all made from the same people. What if the Reaper created all of this? Oh, look. Look at my hands and feet. Look at my hands and feet. Full of ice. When did we have like a space themed, kind of spacey themed season? It was season 3. We had a space. I've forgotten what to call them. Oh, I forgot what to call them. Space people, okay. As the starter pack, and another space person or people in the actual battle pass as one of the skins you could unlock. So I'm just thinking, what if everything was created by that? Huh? Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second, hold on. So yeah, when I find out a bit more information, I'll make another video on it, okay? But for now, me and my friend are going to try and figure stuff out. But yeah,